yeah, what I'll do first is I'll just showcase that this is like the Alpaca dashboard. So I guess this is its own application with a front end as well, and this is showing my Intel stock trader account, and you can see the portfolio here, and then kind of the buying power and all of that. So, but what I can do is I can ping this. I can ping this in real time, and
I see.
And get not only this information that it's showing me, but some other information as well that's not showing in this UI. But yeah, this is the Alpaca API, and you have to just create an account, but you can do it for free. And yeah, like I said, this is a paper account, so it's fake money, and I've said put $1 million in there that we can trade. And yeah, the next one is Y Finance, so Yahoo Finance. It's an open source library that gets its information from Yahoo Finance, yeah, it's not like officially affiliated with Yahoo, but yeah, it works pretty well for getting like ticker information and different stock information.
And you get that information in real time, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I believe with Y Finance the information I'm getting is in real time. I know that some of the news sources that I'm pinging, they're delayed either by like 15 minutes or a day or depending on which one you're using. And then as you start paying for them, then they'll give you more like real time news information.
But it's good enough for like a little application that you did on the side.
Yeah, no, it is. And like I think if you got really serious about this, then you would probably pay for one of these news APIs. And if you actually were like making money with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's cool that you can actually test this with paper money. And then depending how good you're doing, then maybe you can start investing a little bit more on that.
Yeah, and so actually in Alpaca you can create like real accounts too. It's not just for fake money. So
oh, okay, so you can create real accounts and like actually trade money.
Yeah, and you can still use their API and everything.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
So the next one that I just wanted to highlight is the Alpha Vantage one, and we already talked about this a little bit, but this is one of the ones
the new
that I
ones,
used.
right?
Yeah, this is one of the new ones that I put in that I didn't originally have in the prompt, and I just wanted to get free API key and got set up that way. But yeah, quickly discovered just like the other ones that they rate limit you until you start paying, but you can still get some information. And one analysis that probably would be helpful to do too is like the quality of all of these, like which news sources are coming in, and then how well they're actually relating to the ticker that you're telling it to look at.
You did sentiment analysis on the Alpha Vantage API key, right?
Well, yeah, I did sentiment analysis on the articles that were, it was picking up.
Or retrieved from the Alpha Vantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, actually, yeah, this is an API key that I loaded into the, the Hugging Face secrets again. And then the last one is the news API, and this is one of the ones that I told, the model to look at and to evaluate. So this is just another one where you can get an API key and start for free. Yeah.
Should we take a look at the application and maybe make some trades?
Yeah. So let's go back to the stock trader application. Okay, so that's the files.
And I saw that you already had some trades in your portfolio when you loaded it. So for example, if I go on this space with my accounts, I believe I'm gonna have this space with no trades at all, right? So I can play with it?
So no, so actually right now, if you were to visit this live link, like this stock trader link that I have, it'll look exactly like what I have in front of me. And actually anybody who modifies it, it'll modify it for everyone. Yeah, because it's just one application and I already have associated all of my APIs with it and everything. So no, it won't come in fresh. It'll come in with whatever is already there. So, you could go in and change something and, I'll see that reflected in my holdings.
If someone wants to clone this and just do it on their own, like locally, so only them can see, that's very easy, right?
Yeah, so if they did that, what they would need to do is, like I pointed out, you would git clone it to your your local device, and then you could either re-upload it as another Hugging Face space.
I see.
or you could just run it from Streamlit, like a local version of Streamlit.
Right, like the local hosts, and then you can see your own page. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then the only thing really I think you'd need to change is the API keys. So you need to go into the settings, and I was going to highlight this anyway. So you need to go into the settings and take a look at your API keys, and you can see that I have Alpaca, I have News API, and then I have Alpha Vantage. So I have all these APIs already loaded in.
So basically the same way that you loaded the API keys for the LLM to run, you're running those API keys. You are loading those API keys for those for this application specifically, right? And it's basically in the same space, or the same space like on Hugging Face is in the same place.
Well, yeah, no, it's so the other application is running on its own like URL. This chat application that we have, it's completely its own space with its own settings and own files and everything. So this stock application is its own application. But yeah, what I did was just loaded in the secrets that were relevant to this this stock trading application. So in this case, I'm not using the DeepSeek model explicitly here, or the model endpoint, because I've just had the DeepSeek model to get me started to build this thing. And I could, of course, I could implement some LLMs into this stock trading application as well, and start to be able to inquire around different aspects of stocks. So that's actually an interesting idea that maybe you could implement as well.
I see. Maybe you could do sentiment analysis with the LLM.
I think that they do some of that. I don't know if they do as good of a job as the kind of the fine-tuned models of sentiment analysis, but I think that they are capable of doing some there. They're just a lot more expensive to run.
Right.
So we'll go
let's
back
make some trades.
Let's go back to the application. What do you think? What should we do?
How about we do SPY? I believe it's the Standard & Poor's SP 500. So it's an index fund, tracks the top 500 companies in the US.
Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and check the sentiment. And okay, we're getting back a neutral score for the News API, which it's pinged, and average sentiment score 0.048. And then we can see some of the headlines here, like the long history of the US backing white South Africans, what to watch, or picks for the TV shows and movies, bond fans. Okay, now it's picked up something about SPY here, US spy agencies. So yeah, this is interesting. I don't know if these are all relevant to to the SPY stocks. But so that's interesting. And what I have here is we can actually click into some of these these articles, because I have links there, and we can take a look through that article. But so what do you want to do with this? Do you want to buy it or sell it, or
how much money do you have available?
Yeah, so I guess we have 935,000.
Yeah, let's make a trade. How about 20,000?
Okay, big roller there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to buy 20,000? Let's go
yes,
ahead and...
let's buy 20,000.
Okay, so the market's actually closed right now, but the buy order has been submitted, and we'll execute when the market opens. So we'll see when the market opens what that will do to our holdings, and so we probably won't be able to refresh and get this right now because the market's closed.
Right.
We would be able to do this and take a look when it opens.
Right.
Yeah. So to get started, I'm going to be providing links to all of the resources that I walked through today. So the actual Hugging Face space, with the code